For the ladies present today, congratulations on an amazing accomplishment.
That's how you know a nigga about to be on some
bullshit. You should be proud of all that you have achieved to this point in your young lives. I want to speak directly to you briefly because I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now about to cross this stage and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I can tell you that my beautiful wife Isabel would be the first to say that her life truly started when she began living her vocation as a wife and as a mother. I'm on the stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation. I'm beyond blessed with the many talents God has given me, but it cannot be overstated that all of my success is made possible because a girl I met in band class back in middle school, with them birth to the faith, become my wife, and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker.
So he's been getting his back kicked in.
You really found a very pretentious way to like big up your wife. Like you could have just you could have just been like it's just a very noble thing to do in general, not like y'all have done the best thing, but the actual best thing is when y'all sit y'all asses at home. You didn't have to do that.
But that's crazy that that's what y'all think, though. That's what he's saying. He's not saying sit y'all asses at home. He's saying the greatest thing, which I've said on this show before, that 80% of women will probably do in society will bring a child into this world. And he's saying you should be praised for that. You should look at that as being something that is an accomplishment to your life.
I don't think he worded
he red pilled that shit. Yeah, he red pilled the fuck out of it.
Yeah, he didn't word it the way that it should have. It didn't seem like it came from a place of like respect and admiration.
But to me it did. It just feels like it's about what you respect. I think in a lot of times we've been conditioned and said that if you don't champion somebody in a way of, hey, you accomplish what you want to do with your life no matter what it is, and you just say that blanket statement, if you don't say that blanket statement, then it's a problem.
Until he started talking about his actual wife and their story and he started getting emotional, that's when I was like, maybe he's not being a full asshole.
I think he just honestly feels that way. I think to a degree, I feel like that has been shunned upon for women.
And is that not that? So that was a graduation?
Yeah, he was graduating from, I guess he's probably doing like what is it? Not undergrad, postgraduate type stuff. Mm-hmm. And he probably just graduated with that during the, they do courses in the off season and shit like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes during the season.
It's just also not the right time.
I mean, if you got to do a speech at your graduation, you can talk about almost what you want.
Yeah, you can talk about whatever you want, but like letting the women know that the best thing you're ever gonna do is be a wife and mother, literally when they're sitting there about to get their degrees, seems a little bit condescending. Like if it was in a different environment.
I mean, it can be.
If it was in literally any environment other than a graduation or like a corporate boardroom, like those two settings, it seems very condescending. Any other situation, if he was literally like at the ESPYs,
I mean, I feel
or like giving a speech anywhere, that would be great.
I just feel like
they kicking his back in because it's a graduation. He's shitting on these ladies' degrees.
I'm gonna just be honest. I just feel like this level of awareness, like this lack of self-awareness, is just necessary. You get the best shit when a nigga is just so clueless.
Yeah, he said the best thing that you're
I said that.
No, he said that. He said that in the video.
He said that he said the thing that they want to do the most is be
the best accomplishment. Yeah, the biggest accomplishment.
I added that sauce onto it.
Like,
he was
Jesus
just saying,
fucking Christ, that's not the time where you do that.
He tried to appeal to saying, regardless of the promotions, all that stuff, the greatest thing that you want to do, and I add that part, but the thing that you value the most is your family and the family that you're going to cultivate.
Not the right time. Like, not the right time to tell women that the most amazing title you can hold is homemaker at their graduation.
I think if it's a group of women that don't want to hear that, it's gonna be women graduating from college.
Like, why would you think that was the place to do that?
Yeah, it's totally wrong spot. These women have spent a whole bunch of money, probably put themselves in debt for this, so they're gonna want to value it a little bit more than.
Yeah, and then he was like, "You didn't even have to do this. You could have just sucked some dick real good and got
That's
pregnant."
That was funny. So, some funny information about this guy. Like I said, he's a kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs, so he just won a Super Bowl. He also, his mom.
He said, "You bitches work too hard. My wife got lucky."
His mom actually works at Emory, out here in Atlanta, and she's like I want to say she's like a physicist.
Like, she's a hard-working woman, a career woman.
The people were talking about her, and they were basically saying the irony with this was like his mom is an accomplished physicist, at Emory University and whatnot. But I was looking at her bio or whatever, what information I could find. What they said was she did graduate, post grad, all that shit. And then she works at Emory and I forgot the staff it is. I had a whole article for it I could pull up. But she was in the staff. She's part of that group. But they said like they didn't have kids until 8 years, so after they got married. Mm-hmm. So my thing was like, when I hear accomplished, I don't just think degree. I think like you did a breakthrough, you did something like that.
You did something important in your field.
Yeah, I didn't see that in anything she said.
So she's just a regular physicist.
I mean, that's an accomplishment.
It's obvious.
It's an accomplishment
because I couldn't do that shit. That's way too much studying.
It just seems like she's somebody who was in her field, got married, did her shit in her field early on, got to herself a position that she was comfortable with in that field, and then chose to be a mom after that because she had multiple kids after that. He has like a younger sister and shit. Like, I don't see where that's like against what he's saying. He didn't say that you could go after that. I'm pretty sure once his dad got to the position where he wanted to do whatever he was doing, and she got to the position that she was doing, making whatever she does, she prioritized the family after that.
Yeah, which is something I want to do.
Like, I think that's most women would argue they would hope to do, get into a position, have a partner who can, so they can prioritize the family.
Yeah.
Y'all hating men with kids, like we just discussed with the teacher comment, so you don't want to leave your husband with the kids.
No, not.
I'm just saying you don't want to work and leave your husband with the kids. That's all.
Yeah,
I was making jokes and implying other stuff. That's
not,
all.
No.
Just saying that niggas hate men and kids together. Hey, just stay away from them.
Not the fathers.
I'm just saying some discussions. We could talk about that. Want to get into the next